So Scott, a 2-1 up at half time, we were doing pretty well, but what I'd describe as a shambolic second half has cost us.
Yeah, it's a story of the last few weeks, I think, isn't it? We were absolutely brilliant first half, and we were well worth the 2-1 lead, and we've come out second half. I thought we was okay at the start of the second half, and then we've conceded the goal, and we've just gone lost all shape, lost all structure, mentality. I think standards went out the window. We've ended up losing the game 3-2, so yeah, it's really disappointing.
Yeah, again, I don't want to say it because obviously we have had a good season in terms of keeping ourselves up, but some of that defending once again was dismal.
Yeah, not good enough, and the lads know that. I think disappointing for me because one of the things I want to, the big thing for me is, you have to be defensively strong, and I think we've come away from that in the last month definitely. Whereas I think over Christmas when we were doing really well, we looked defensively solid. And I think this last month we've come away from that, which is really disappointing. But as you said, the work was done before, and thankfully we're in a position where we've stayed in the league.
Is it still a concern? Obviously, we're still seeing it. The fact that we're having sort of within matches one good half, and then we're not backing up with a good second half.
A little bit, yeah. I think it's goals change games, and we've conceded today and again. I think like we did at Royston, and everything goes wrong when you concede the goal, and I said the team loses focus and everything becomes a bit chaotic, and so yes, it is a little bit of a concern, but something we'll definitely address going into next season.
Parking the negativity to one side a little bit, how would you sum up the season as a whole?
It's been tough. It's been a tough season. I've just said that to them in there. Everyone's mentally tired, everyone's physically tired, but you know what? Along the way, I think we've had some unbelievable moments this year, some real good games and some exciting games, and that ones we can take, we'll remember for a long time, and we managed to stay in the league. So tough season, but with a lot of highs throughout it.
How do Sporting push on now? Obviously, we had a good Christmas period, which sort of pulled us out of the mire. But how do Sporting sort of push on for next season to make ourselves more of a, solid mid-table to higher team?
I think first and foremost we need rest. We need rest. That group's battered in there. It's a battered group, and they've been put through it this season. So first things foremost, rest, and then we'll come back pre-season and try and get as fit and as strong as we can to compete next year.
I know it's a little bit of time away, but how do you think, how does a Scott Aidan for pre-season look?
It'll be tough. It'll be tough. It'll be tough, but at the same time, it's your chance to set out your stall and how you want to play and how you want to go about things. One of the things we've prided ourselves on this year is having a real strong dressing room and a strong culture around that. So we'll use pre-season to develop that and make us as strong as we can going into the season.
And obviously, to ask the inevitable question, when can fans expect to see retained players and new signings?
Hopefully over the next month or two. We'll definitely have a bit of a break now, and then the first thing I've got to do is try and, as you say, retain a lot of these players because there's some good players in there. We'll try and do that over the next few weeks, and then maybe if we need to, we'll add some new faces as well. So yeah, a lot of work to be done over the next month or two for me and Darryl.
And what would your final message be to the fans?
Thank you. I think just said to the players in there, they've stuck by us because at one time it was looking pretty bleak. They've got behind me, they've supported me. It was a brave decision from the board to give me a job, and I'm young on my first ever job, and they've stuck by me. They've travelled with me, and we've heard them. So thank you. It means a lot, and I can't wait for next season.
There's plenty to celebrate. Cheers, Scott. Thank you.
Indeed.